Neal, welcome to the show.
Buddy, let me just say that I have a few friends with talk shows, and I texted you on Tuesday, and I said, can I come on the show to promote my new show, Unacceptable? Right. And I was booked on the show in less than a week, putting you right up there with Charlemagne.
In terms of response
In terms of responses and how quickly I was able to get on their shows. I want to let the white people know, be good to your black friends. It will pay off. In bookings.
Let's talk about the show.
Please.
You're back again, Off-Broadway. Your first show, Three Mics, I was a huge fan of it, and I told you this.
Yes.
A lot of people loved it. It was really successful on Netflix. What makes the show different, because I mean, everyone knows what stand-up is, and then some people get like a one-man show type thing. I feel like your shows are like a hybrid, where it's stand-up, but there's a lot of introspection. There's a lot of like sometimes people will cry at your show in a good way, and then people will laugh, and then it's really vulnerable as well. New show, Unacceptable, same vibe?
Yeah, it's less like organized. What was good about Three Mics is it was like, all right, now he's going to be funny,
right?
And then now he's going to be really depressing, and like they could prepare themselves. It's a little more interwoven. It's basically about the ways in which I feel alone in the world.
Oh, damn.
Which I feel like you could probably relate to a little bit as well. No?
No, well, you have to tell me which ways you feel alone before I agree with
you. I
you.
wanted you to confess, like a cop show, where I give you the setup.
You
and
just
then
give me a little bit of,
I did it. All right,
I feel alone in the world. I feel like all comedians feel like every comedian has an element of feeling alone. That's why you're a comedian. You watch the world and you're like, this is crazy. And then you're like, there's nobody else thinking it? And everyone's like, no, it's normal. And so you go like, okay, then I feel alone in the world.
Yes. And then I guess we share it, and then we feel less alone.
Yes. Because people go, oh, we see what you mean.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden we feel...
Yes, we're not going to join you in it, but we see what you mean. Enjoy that isolation there, pal. But we're not going to... Yeah, my things are like I'm not married, don't have kids, and I'm... well, you're not married, don't have kids,
right.
but people accept it from you because you're a 9 and I'm a 6. So, whereas with you, they're like, oh, Trevor and Leo DiCaprio are with, they're they're waiting for the right lady. Whereas with me, they're like, the hell do you think you're doing? Get in the line, go down to the city hall and get a marriage license there. I'll go. So
I think you're hard on yourself.
No, of course I am. It's for comedic effect. Also a 6. I mean, maybe I'm being too kind. So like not married. I have a joke in the show that women would trust me more if I'd been married and murdered my wife. Because then they'd be like, no, he's capable of love. He gets too passionate.
I think that's one of my favorite things about not just your shows, but you. And I think you put that in the show. This whole journey that you're on, I feel, is a journey of, some people will call it reparenting, some people will call it relearning, some people, you do it through the lens of comedy, but as Neal Brennan, you've been very outspoken about depression, you've been very outspoken about, learning to rewire your brain. One of the most recent things you've done is ayahuasca, and you literally said it's changed your life.
Yes, I did a thing called transcranial magnetic stimulation, which I talked about on here. When I was promoting Three Mics, and I was the only person who really talked about it in public, to the point where they wanted me to endorse the machine. Slow down.
Is that the machine that electrocutes
They wanted me to endorse the magnet machine. I was like, no, you guys can use the clip if you want. I'm not going to endorse a medical contraption. I'll do anything, right? And so somebody told me about ayahuasca, and I never said who told me about it. And he came out about it publicly today. I don't even think you know.
No.
Will Smith.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So Will Smith told me about it 5 years ago.
I did not know
6
that.
years ago. So he is the one who told me about it, and then I ended up doing it during COVID, and I've done it a bunch of times.
Was that the best or worst time to start ayahuasca?
It was
like in the middle of a pandemic?
Because you kind of have to wean off of SSRIs, off of antidepressants.
Okay.
So because it was kind of low stress, I was able to get into it.
Right.
and I went from being an atheist to actually believing in spirit, in a higher power.
But like not like going to church and stuff.
Oh God, no. Okay. Oh, Trevor, honey, no.
No, I'm just making.
No, of course not.
But you became
right.
like.
Well,
okay.
that was what I had to unlearn.
Do you think you became a better person?
I do think I became a better person.
In what way?
I don't feel any need to be a bitch. If that makes sense.
It does
Like
make
I don't
sense,
feel
yeah.
I don't want to snap at people. I don't want to be like snide. I don't want to be short. I don't want to be curt. I want to be I see everyone as truly like a sliver. We're all slivers of the same thing.
I think in a way it's not. I mean, you say it like that. You don't feel the need to be a bitch. If I think about what it presents itself as, it's more you not feeling the need to attack before you get attacked.
Maybe. No, I'm not going to say I'm never.
No. But you are better at.
Makes my disposition
Yeah.
overall more pleasant, and that's big. I mean,
you're less prickly.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've know
seen
me.
it.
Yeah.
I've seen it, and I think that's why I'm excited to come see the show.
This is about me getting a better understanding of my relationship with myself, and it's called unacceptable because I'm unacceptable to me,
Oof.
and by the end of it, I get a bit of grace into more acceptance of myself.
That's beautiful.
That's why I made a show about it.
I'm gonna come watch the show.
I know you will.
Yeah.
Because you're that kind of person.
We're all part of the same thing, man.
And I don't think the girl you're dating's in town, right? So you have plenty. You got to cover.
You just made it. I'm a good guy too. Oh, it fits in my schedule. It fits in my schedule.
It'll work.
No, man. Thanks for coming.
Trevor, let me say that I think you're an excellent person.
Thank you, Neal.
And you are a walking reconciliation. You
Wow.
want everyone to get along, and you're not silly about it. You're important. How about that?
Wow.
No, I mean, you still got to, whatever.
Was ayahuasca really?
I mean, maybe a little too much ayahuasca.
Yeah, this is.
Am I right?
I don't even know how to deal with this right now.
There's a limit.
But I'll take it. Thanks for joining me, buddy.
Buddy,
I appreciate you.
Me.
People, you can catch Neal Brennan Unacceptable at the Cherry Lane Theater right here in New York all the way through November 21st. I'm going to go. You should go.